Next, we'll see an NFC East clash. Washington looks to make it 3 in a row over the Cowboys in the first of 5 straight games against divisional opponents to close the season. Week 14 is headed your way on EA Sports.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here.
They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott set to go on offense for the first time. And with Dak at the controls, his 6th season under center now as the Cowboys quarterback.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes at a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. John.
Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Prescott.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3 and out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And he's got room. Still fighting for more.
You get nothing.
Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson, an 80-yard touchdown. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And fights through one man. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson.
And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. Fields.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Gibson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10...
Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown with touchdown. touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Now the try here for the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Trying to shift under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
To try again after the sack. Prescott under pressure, and they got to him again. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Third and long for Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Bryan Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
136 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. On play action, Fields.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
They should have known. They should have known, ladies.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 41. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough. Yards. On 1st down, here's Love. Breaks free again. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run with Love. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 2nd down, Love. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Play action. It's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, the
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And now time will be called. Here
As Washington has an injured player down on the field.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on third down. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Well, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bryan Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense.
Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
A big play there just before halftime. From the gun, here's Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Justin Fields
in the final seconds of the first half.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Point after try forthcoming. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken from about the 12.
So we reach halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone. Quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
189 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Here's Gibson. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. Gibson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. And he certainly played a pick. Those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone. And that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always said that it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They go to Elliott again. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Come on, fellas.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Fields on 1st down.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Out comes the Washington offense as we're going to look at the playoff race in the NFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
He'll buy some time right. Looking long for Thomas.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's going to get this in.
Throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it.
Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And this is no good. Boy, that didn't even get there. Not a good effort at all. And our score remains the same. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The return man, Wilson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Daron Payne in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Prescott from the gun on third. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the red zone now, Prescott. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up. Down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
A solid stiff arm.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Going to give it to Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now it's Wilson. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 16. A little under 50 seconds to go. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10.
Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Under pressure, they got him again. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
To throw, Prescott.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. Well, that's 3. He's now in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. On first down, it's Love. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Steps away. This will be caught at Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire